Hey everybody, welcome back to another Eternal video. I'm Elvis and today we're going to be going over the best 5 counters for Mina. Mina is a very good brawler right now, right? She got a recent nerf that nerfed her supercharge rate and her third attack damage, which also reduced the healing of her star power. But she also just received a hypercharge and she is extremely broken. So today we're going to be going over the best 5 counters for her, and we will be having a bonus counter at the end of the video, so stick around and find out what the counter is because it makes her basically unplayable. First counter we have is Cordelius super allows him to take Mina to the Shadow Realm. It's really good. You can make it a 1v1 and help your team out. You can shut her down completely. If you're in a 2v3 situation, you can take her out the match. Now your teammates have a 2v1. It can make matches easier. It could be harder though, because in bushy areas, it's really hard to tell where Mina is, and she can close the distance really fast, so you've got to be careful. Another thing you can do is his gadget can jump over her tornado, which is pretty decent. You have to watch out for her gadget though, as you're not able to hit through it. She spawns a wall kind of bubble around her that you can't shoot through, but just so you know, your super does go through that wall, so don't be afraid to shoot it, and just know it'll pierce through that wall with ease. Cordelius also gets pretty outranged by her, but if there is some walls there, you can use that to your advantage. Cordelius is really good on maps with walls, so this could be really helpful for him. Just make sure you have a good matchup. Don't always go Cordelius, right? There's other counters, and we're about to show that. So let's go into the next one. Next counter we have is Max. Max is very fast, and she's able to dodge pretty much most of her Mina shots, especially when she goes in for that 4K shot, and that's because Max has a gadget which makes her immune to all damage sources, so she's able to dash backwards, forwards, wherever you need to go. I would probably try to dash away from the Mina. Probably the best idea, and you can also pop super to kind of juke out those long range shots that Mina also has. You can also dash out of her super, but take note that you will get popped up into the air still when you do dash into that super, so probably just dash out of it instead of into it. Yeah, Max is actually decent. You can outrange her pretty decently. You can juke her shots, which is really good because Max, it's a high speed brawler. She can get around those shots easier. And another thing you want to remember is that Max just got a buff, which gave her a buff to her supercharge rate. So not only are you going to be good into the Mina, now you're going to be good into other matchups as well. You're able to support your team really well against that Mina, because that movement speed is going to be real beneficial for your teammates to dodge the Mina shots and make her have less supercharge. Next up, we have Otis. Otis is actually really good against Mina. Only problem is in that close range battle, it's kind of hard to... It's a 50-50 at that point. You've got to watch out for her 4K shot. If she can chain on you, you're pretty much screwed. But in a longer range battle, you're going to take her down easily just because of that long range and his wide attack. He also got a damage buff two balance changes ago, which really made him significantly better. He's able to shut her down with his super, which prevents her from attacking, and that's the main thing that makes her pretty broken, because she's able to juke shots out with her attacks. But if she gets hit by your super, she's not able to dash away. She's going to be much more vulnerable. It's going to leave her in a bad position. She's also not able to pop her gadget when she's hit by your super as well. So it's going to keep her in an open area or hopefully away from your team. Another thing is his hypercharge is actually pretty good, because his hypercharge will keep her stunned. It's basically free kill on anybody. You just got to be careful on how you're shooting it, because if you do shoot it from long range, she can easily juke it out. You want to get probably closer, let her close distance on you, then pop super or hyper super, and it's a very good counter for her. Up next, we're gonna have to go with Charlie. I think Charlie is really good in this meta, and I think also is that her super is really good shutdown for Mina. Once you put that super on her, you can use the star power, which takes away 25% of her health. It's gonna be pretty good. You should also use the slowing one. Depends on the matchup, right? But I think the 25% lost health through that star power is decent enough for you to be able to pick up the kill with your team, because once you get a super on her, you can get all 3 of your teammates just to focus her right when she comes out that cocoon. One good thing about Charlie is that she does have technically infinite ammo, so her juking your shots is alright for you. You can still chip away at her and do decent damage. Her yo-yo is actually kind of easier to hit than most shots, so it's going to be easier to hit the Mina as well. One thing you got to take note of is her super. Depends which gadget you want to use, but if you're being wary of that super, you can use your cocoon gadget, which is going to put you inside your cocoon and away from that super. You won't get stunned. You're going to be safe and not take any damage. You can use it against the 4K shot as well, so it's pretty decent. Her gadget will help you a lot. You could also use spiders to prevent her from charging super with the first 2 attacks, but I think I would prefer the cocoon gadget just because you won't get hit by that 4K shot or the super. Best counter we have is Finks. Finks is going to be a very good counter, and you might be wondering why. Well, It's because of his super. His super is completely busted against Mina. She cannot use her super into his super because it's already very slow projectile when you use her super, right? And Sphinx's super slows it down even more. So it's going to be real detrimental to her, and she's not able to do much against him. Another thing is that you're able to teleport away from her 4K shot using your gadget, which puts you back in time. You can also reload. It's very easy to hit your shots. You got a pretty wide spread of shots, so you're going to always basically hit a shot on her, even with her dashing. It's easier to hit her, it's easier to escape her, and it's easier to just prevent her from team wiping your team, especially with that hypercharge. Once you see her get her hypercharge, save your super, be ready to pop it down as soon as she uses it. Prevent her from doing much, you know. She might be able to close a distance still on Sphinx. If you don't have gadget, you're pretty much screwed. You could also use the other gadget, which if she's right next to you, you can pop that. But just be ready that she cannot take damage while she is stunned by your first gadget. So it's not going to be that good for you to use it. I would prefer the teleport gadget just to get away from her, because she can close distance pretty well. But if she runs out of ammo, then she's going to be in a bad spot. And finally, for the bonus counter, we have the one and only banning Mina from your games. You can ban them in the ban stage and ranked. Ban her, because if you don't ban her, she's going to get chosen, and it's going to be a very bad day for you in ranked. Unless you choose one of the 5 counters that we provided in this video. So thanks for watching, and comment down below if you have any more counters that you think will be good against Mina. We'll reply, and maybe make another video, separate video, once she gets nerfed, because she is completely broken. She needs to get nerfed ASAP. If she doesn't, we're all cooked. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm Elvis. This is Internal, and we'll see you next time. Subscribe.